If you had told me at the beginning of the season we would be sitting at the top of the NRL table with 11 wins and 2 losses, I would have told you you're dreaming. And even though we've had fans of our podcast predict that the Bulldogs could possibly go this well, that was a long shot in most supporters' eyes. But are the Bulldogs doing as well as our ladder position suggests? Let's dive into the mid-year review. But before we do that, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel because we're awesome and you love us. I think any video talking about the Bulldogs' performance to this point in the season needs to start with defense. The Bulldogs have based their whole identity on defense this year, and they've reinforced that to the whole competition. The Bulldogs are first in defense, only conceding an average of 17.8 points per game. That's less than 3 tries. Surprisingly, the Bulldogs are 9th for average missed tackles per game with 31.5 misses. But if you've watched the boys under Seraldo in the past couple of years, you know that they pride themselves on their scramble, and so this stat probably means a little less to the boys. They have continued their style of suffocating and outlasting teams to come home strong at the back end of games. Take that Roosters game, the Raiders game, hell, take the Eels Kings birthday clash. The Bulldogs' fitness stands out as a pillar of supreme importance as they are able to outlast almost any team. I know the bias might be talking here, but I don't think I would be wrong in saying the Bulldogs are the fittest team in the competition. So on that, I'm going to throw some buzzwords at you and then try to explain what they mean in the context of the Bulldogs season. Systems, processes, next man up. What do they mean? To me, they mean that the Bulldogs are building a culture where the individual pieces of the team can change, but the way the team performs from defense to attack can and will remain the same. For example, when Burton was injured, Hayward slotted into the 5/8 position and the Bulldogs were able to do a good job on the Sharks. When we were missing almost our whole forward pack, players like Hopoi, Moran and Luke Smith were able to come in and fit straight into the processes and systems that were set in place by those before them. Attack. So then what about our attack? The Bulldogs are 5th in attack, averaging 25.3 points scored per game. Despite many people questioning the Bulldogs' attack, we've been quite potent and have won 6 games with a margin of 13 plus. Another part of our attack that has improved is our ability to win from anywhere. Against the Raiders, we were able to come back from 20-0 down at halftime to win 32-20 at a packed out GIO stadium. Against the Roosters, we were also down at halftime, but were able to outlast them and win. Sexton, Burton and Hayward have been incredible in being able to get the ball around the park to ensure the scoreboard is ticking over. And I believe we haven't even hit our peak with attack. With Galvin now a part of the team, I believe he will be pivotal in unlocking our right side even further, especially as he learns how to play with the Bulldogs. Okay, so now we know what the Bulldogs are doing well, but what can we improve? Discipline. If we get that right, we're as good and probably better than any other team on our day. After the Rabbitohs game, the Bulldogs are equal worst with the Broncos in the league for penalties conceded, averaging 6.2 penalties per game. It gets even worse when you consider the number of weeks of suspensions we've accumulated this year. We've had 19 weeks worth of suspensions so far this year. The next worst team is Penrith with 7 weeks. We've also had close to $30,000 in fines from the judiciary. As the season progresses, we will not be able to afford losing our most important players to suspension, and so we need to get that sorted as we move into the next part of the season. In terms of errors, while we've made the second least number of errors overall, we're only 5th on average for errors per game with 10.1 errors. The Warriors are coming in as the team with the lowest number of errors on average. Oh, and one more thing, wet weather. That seems to be our Achilles heel. Our 2 losses have come in torrential rain and they were big losses. We need to be able to handle adverse weather if we want to be serious contenders. But that's it. That's where I think we need to improve. It's evident that our team as a collective is humming along nicely, but there have been some things outside of just the team that I think deserve a call out this season. The first, and I guess the most obvious, has to be Cameron Seraldo. I have to talk about his coaching ability. He has been phenomenal in building a culture and environment where the players are so connected to one another. You just have to look at every single interview any player does in the media. The first thing they talk about is connection. And that credit has to go to Ciraldo. He's done a fantastic job uniting the team. The other thing is his ability to get the best out of young players. Preston, Hayward, Hayes, Todd, Sherry, Hopboy, Kiraz have all either debuted or gotten much better under his tutelage, and that speaks volumes for his ability as a coach. The other one outside of the team I need to speak about are the fans. The performance by the Bulldogs fans this year has been outstanding. Ciraldo said it best when he said the Bulldogs fans are the closest thing to college football or European football fans, and that has never been truer. The only fans that can come close to rivaling the Bulldogs are the Warriors fans. Everyone else can only look on in awe at how amazing our fans are. The Bulldogs now hold the 2 highest crowd attendance in regular season history. Good Friday 2025 and the King's Birthday Clash 2025. So now to the players. I can only start with our captain, Stephen Crichton. He won that Raiders game for us on his own. His leadership and ability to bring the whole team together in tough moments, but then walk them through them, is just out of this world. And this guy isn't even 25 years old yet. It's scary to imagine how much of a good player he can still become and what he can still achieve. Max King. This guy has been the lone prop for us for almost the whole year. He has carried the team on his back through the middle and has not taken a single step backwards. Seeing him run out for the Blues was so sweet and a well-deserved reward for a guy that embodies the Bulldogs. Harry Hayes, our Mr. Fix-It in the forwards. This guy started as a fullback and played winger and centre, but now finds himself playing as a prop and consistently making 30 plus tackles and running over 100 metres a game from the bench. He also has a tree stump for a neck. Bailey Hayward, our Mr. Fix-It in the halves. When Burton wasn't there, this guy filled in spectacularly at 5'8". Then, when he's not in the halves, coming on as lock, he has straightened our attack and proved to be an invaluable asset in the middle for our halves. He's just so good. Jacob Kiraz. What can I say about this bloke? Good in the air, offloads more than a forward, breaks more tackles too, and absolutely competes on every single run he takes. He'll be there for the Blues sooner or later, and he'll be there for a very long time. No mid-year review would be complete without talking some of the memorable moments for the Bulldogs. There are a lot of moments that I can think of to list here, but I've tried to be conservative. So here are a few. The first, Good Friday. 65,000 screaming fans. We beat the Rabbitohs 32-0 and broke the records for crowd attendances. What a great game, great atmosphere, and great performance by everyone, from the players to the fans to the staff. Number 2, the comeback win against the Raiders. What a privilege it was to see our team come from behind and defeat a great Raiders team. We were definitely down, but not out, and the boys showed that we are never truly beaten. Max King. I've got 2 moments here. Kingy scoring against the Rabbitohs on Good Friday after 7 million days. Then Max King getting the call up for the Blues. It's hard to remember a more underrated but deserving pick. And the last memorable moment so far is Galvin scoring on debut. I know people will disagree with me, but after everything he has been through, and then to come out and perform the way he did against the team that thought they had signed him was exhilarating and memorable. And I think he has so much to offer the Bulldogs. So now that we've glazed the Bulldogs and have been a little bit honest about what some weaknesses may be, what would I rate the Bulldogs at the halfway point of the season as a fan? I would rate the season so far as an A+. Yes, A+. This might be high praise, but I strongly believe it is so well deserved. The Bulldogs have won on tenacity, determination, and connection. There are half a dozen teams that have a better roster on paper, but they've all been inconsistent. The Bulldogs know who they are and who they want to be, and they are performing like it. They are a genuine premiership threat in 2025 and still have a lot of improvement in them. So what do you think? Have I gotten it wrong? Am I being too harsh on the Bulldogs? Am I not being harsh enough? Please let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Also, we go live every Tuesday night on YouTube at 7:30 p.m. Come, talk to us live. Tell us what you think of this video live. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you think I talk too much? Feel free to come in and be brutally honest with us live at 7:30 p.m. every Tuesday on YouTube. And speaking of YouTube, if you've enjoyed this video, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. We have loads more content going out. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a good one.